can't solve everything with money.
But you can, Tim.
You haven't changed at all. You're still a big baby. Suck it, Ted.
You suck. Get that passy out of my face!
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt. I mean, it's a riveting conversation, but why don't you both suck it?
She can talk.
All right.
I'm in the family business, and now you work for me, boomers.
Hola, Ale, ¿cómo estás? How are you?
I'm very well. Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien. Muy emocionado de platicar contigo. I'm very excited to talk to you. It's such an honor.
Where are you from? Where are you?
I'm in Chicago, but I'm from Mexico. I'm from Mexico.
Where in Mexico?
Guadalajara?
I shot a film once in Tepoztlan.
Yeah?
I was in Tepoztlan. And then my favorite vacation I went in down there was I went to Oaxaca. I love Oaxaca.
Oh, Oaxaca's beautiful.
Very beautiful, yeah.
And Puerto Vallarta is like close to Guadalajara, so I'm sure that you know what Puerto Vallarta?
I know Puerto Vallarta. I went to Las Brisas. I went to Zihuatanejo.
You're an expert on Mexico. I love it. And you're also an expert on family. You have so many brothers and you have many children. So I wanted to ask you, what's the best advice that you can give a family when they have a boss baby?
Oh, wow. Kids have to be allowed to develop and become who they are. My wife is supremely wise and patient about that because the kids are, they're going to behave like children. You can't prevent that, and eventually they outgrow that. And we've got 4 boys and 2 girls, and the 2 girls are on either end, and the 4 boys are 4 boys in a row, and they're a little gang. And I think the thing that we really, the only thing we hope for really is encourage them to be kind to each other and to enjoy their time with each other, because your brothers, or your sisters for that matter, can really become your closest friends. And we really, really want them to be loving and kind toward each other.
Baby Corp developed a new formula that can turn a grown-up back into a baby for 48 hours.
You want me to be a baby again?
Yep, there's the awkward stage. Ew! Baby Corp will offer a full memory wipe following this experience.
I love that in the movie, both Ted and Tim get to go back in time to be babies again. And I was wondering, if you could be a child again and play with your children, would you prefer for them to go back when you were a child, or would you like to be a child in the present?
It's hard to say because there's benefits to both. When I was a child, we had to be much more clever and inventive what we do. There just weren't the resources you have now. And kids now, my wife is very good with limiting how much iPad they watch and how much programming they watch, because we feel like too much of that isn't really good for them. So they have certain times of the day they can watch that, and they go off. Now the 2 older boys are playing video games, age-appropriate video games, and they get into that zone. And I could shoot a cannon off in the living room, and they don't even hear me. They're completely obsessed with their video games, as I guess they're designed that way. But I think I would probably have them come back to my childhood. I must say, yeah. I mean, there were certain things in my childhood that we didn't have, but we made the most of it, and we certainly had a lot of fun. With us, everything was sports. Everything was playing football, baseball, basketball. All we did was play sports all day long.
I remember my childhood, and I was like always hide and seek, catch each other. It was so fun before.
Yeah, no, my kids are very fortunate because my wife and I spend a lot of time with our kids. I really don't work the same way that I used to. So the jobs that would take me to travel and things like that, I try to stay home as much as possible. And I've succeeded in that. I don't really leave the New York area that much. And when I do, often they come with me. And we just had 2 kids during the COVID. We had our son, Eduardo, and then we had a surrogate baby, our daughter, Luthia. And so since the COVID started, we've gone from 4 kids to 6 kids. And let me tell you, there's a profound difference between 4 kids and 6 kids, I gotta tell you. But you know, for my wife and I, staying home with our kids and being with our kids every day and having some block of time with them is really kind of the rule, actually.
Aren't you a cutie in that little karate outfit? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! I'm sure this isn't something money can't solve. What the fudge?
And I love that people are going to be able to enjoy the new movie and they're going to be able to do it with their family. So that's awesome. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alec. It's an honor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Adios.
Adios.